I'm hoping everybody has a good day, and it's Indian cold out there. I don't know if we're gonna get any snow, or I don't know, but um, right now forth, back and forth until you got the whole canvas painted. And I don't really use stretch canvas to for YouTube. I use the canvas boards, which they work awesome too. So now I'm gonna go back up again with just the white. And I'm using this new brush, it's a number 12, and I like it because it's really smooth. It runs really smooth on the canvas. But now, I still have too much white, but I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm going to do this different. Put my water over here so I don't have to stretch so much. And I always use a towel for my use. Actually, I got two more brushes. I never use a paper towel because I figured this can work just as well. Where that came from. Huh. But anyway, so it's, I got so much white on my palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some burnt umber. Try not to put too much. See, I got it out of this bottle, the white, and it just came out too fast, so that's why I'm kind of wasting it, I guess. So what you want to do with the rabbit, you can use a lid for the head if you want. And put this up here. Get all this paint all the way so I can paint over here. So what you want to do is trying to get organized, guys. Sorry. What you want to do is measure where you want the rabbit. Like I want him right about here. And then what you want to do is just go around the lid. You might have to keep that in paint just to get around it. And there you go. You got a round circle. And that's how I like to paint circles. I just like to get any size of lid is fine. You can have and those lids I get from like lids from coffee, iced coffee bottle or any kind of bottle. If you ever buy bottles, just say the lids, and they work really wonders. But right now I'm just painting in the head, and to do his body, you could do the same thing. Like his body can go right here. Just do the same thing you did with the head. And, well, that one, I dropped the lid to that one, but that's okay. I don't think I need it anymore. And you could see the body and the head are pretty much the same size. Of course, I think the body is supposed to be smaller, but that's okay. I'll just kind of, what you want to do is hook up the head like so, and then hook up the body like so. And then if you want, you could kind of go curve around like that. And just fill it in the body with the head like that. Right now it doesn't look like anything right now. I mean, it doesn't even look like a animal right now. But it will. Then if you want, you can like, make this up here a little bit. And there's part of the bunny. Now I'm going to add some ears. Bunny ears are pointed, I think. This one is going to be on this side, so it's going to be kind of shorter. See how I did that? It's actually looking kind of like a bunny. I have to add some paws like that. Paws over here. I think they have small paws, as far as I know. And let me see. This one is gonna be kind of. He's gonna kind of look this way, I guess you would say. And needs a little tail. I'm gonna have fur here soon, so just bear with me. Now this one's gonna go in the water. Now I'm gonna take a liner brush. This is what I was taught to use the liner brush for fur. Making sure all my stuff works, my microphone and everything. So what you want to do with the fur, just barely tap on the brush. Oh, keep that little brush. When I lose my grip, lift it out. Start over again. And you don't have to tap on the brush too hard to get fur. It'll come naturally. Now that Easter's coming, I can paint bunnies. The first can take a while to do, because you gotta really concentrate and not push on it too hard. I'm just going around his body with fur. And if you have to, just keep adding paint to your brush, like I'm doing. See how I do that? I barely tap on the body. because you want your bunny to look like a bunny with fur. So the liner brush seems to work real well with fur. There's some brushes that I don't like that I have a hard time with. Um, but this brush does really well with fur if you just barely tap on it. You don't need to really tap on the brush to get fur. Yeah, the wind's blowing out there today. I don't like wind. Um, the wind is just too much for me. Now I got to do his ears. Ears are kind of hard. Is everybody having a good St. Patrick's Day? I know I'm not Irish, but I know my grandmother. She was born St. Patrick's Day, and of course she's no longer with me, but I always have her in my memories. So never, never ever forget memories because memories are so important to have. I mean, that's pretty much all you have is memories from your grandparents or whatever. It's hard, but and there's now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go in here in his ear, make it white in his ear. I know some of you wait for the paint to dry before you go on, but me, I never hardly wait for the paint to dry. Now his nose has to be, I'm going to add white and for umber for his nose. Because you want to be able to see it. And add some fur to his feet. As you can see, I'm an animal lover, pretty much. Um, it hurts me when they die or someone kills them. Might have to make bigger this one over here. There, that's a bunny. Yeah, I'm still gonna get me a new computer. Um, for now, I'm using this one right now, and of course, it goes unstable here and there. But I don't think it's doing that very often now. But I'm still gonna get me a new computer, just to be on the safe side. Okay, I don't even know how to make funny eyes, but I am not very good with eyes, as you can see. But eyes are kind of hard anyway. So, his whiskers. Is that bunny or what? I gotta add his fur right here too on his face. Yeah. Now I'm taking my time on this bunny because that's one thing about painting. You gotta be very patient with it. Otherwise, it's not gonna turn out as good as you think it is. I just barely tap on my brush and just kind of flick a little bit. His eyes are, I don't know. It's hard to make eyes for anything, whether it's a bunny or whether it's, actually I can make his hair. Now, let's see, because I think when I paint stuff like this, I think it just ends up really, really unique and real cute. So it's not because I'm laughing at myself. I'm laughing because I think it's really cute the way it turned out. So what I'm going to do is add another foot here because he has a foot over there. So I'm going to add a very big foot there. Every picture that I make is unique. Every painting that I do is unique. Look on Pinterest to see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a stump. Not a tree, just a stump. I need bigger. Use this brush. A liner brush, good to use a liner brush for stuff, small stuff like fur. But when you're doing a big painting like the stump, it's better to use this brush. I don't know those kind of brushes. Because the liner brush is more for like detail, or if you're doing fur or whatever, that's what's for pretty much. So I'm not going to make this, well, of course it's kind of even, but stump. It looks like a stump. Because I have too much white on my palette, so I'm trying to use as much white as I can. Okay, now I'm gonna probably, let's see, got some blue here, probably add a bird right here. With birds, you just go like an egg shape, big. I found it easier to do animals and stuff. Bird has an oval shape for the body and a round shape for the head. And you just go for it. That's how you get better, is you think of a shape for an animal. Okay. And then I'm going to put his beak. Big, 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 big. And then put his tail. Now this tail is really kind of tricky. Well, I guess it's not too bad, because I've done birds so many times. Now his wings, that's going to be a tough one, because the bird is blue, and you don't want to make his wings, you want to make his wings stick. It doesn't really match the Well, let me see. Maybe if I put a little bit brown on those wings. There we go. And I use this brush for wings too. Um, you could use a liner brush for wings also, but I'm using this brush. And I'm using brown because I feel that blue, since the bird's already blue, blue's not going to show through with the wings. So I'm sorry if I'm talking, you guys can't see my face, but um, thing is, I was trying to do a video one time, and I was sitting on the side of canvas, and it's kind of hard to paint and sitting on the side of the canvas. It's really hard that way, so I figured I'd go back to normal like this and just do what I need to do. So make this a little bit uneven here. It's hard to do paintings when you can't really look at it. I mean, I could probably bring it up on Pinterest, but this is just a highlight right here. I usually don't do shading. I usually just do highlights, but there's a couple of my paintings that I did do shading on the painting. So sometimes I just won't do. Sometimes I won't do shading. I'll just do highlights. But there's my rabbit. Oh yeah, I gotta get him fur for his tail. Can't forget his tail. Yeah, fur is pretty easy to do with a liner brush. That's probably the only brush that does pretty good with fur. Yeah, they said, weatherman said it's supposed to snow last night, but we didn't get nothing. So I don't know what's going on with the weather, but it's like we always have unpredictable weather anyway. So one minute it's nice and hot, the next minute it's cold and snowy or rain. You can put some fur around his eyes and his face. I don't think birds even have fur. Take a little bit of fur on their body a little bit. Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a unique painting anyway, so I like these unique paintings. With my bird, my stump, and my rabbit. Of course, the rabbit, I know I always make the animal bigger than the stump, but that's okay because the stump is pretty big, actually. So I guess it's okay. Now I got all this white I want to get rid of. What I can do with the white, I can like make a little bit of white up there, like a sun shining through. Go around like this, or I can make a cloud. Yeah, a cloud probably would be better. See how I do that? I just kind of play, kind of go around, and it makes a cloud. Clouds used to be my worst thing. Then I learned, oh wow, this brush really works good for clouds. Better than my other brushes. Look at those clouds go. Wow. It's amazing what each brush can do. I mean, you have to pick the right brush for different things like clouds or animals or birds. You have to pick the right brush for things. Otherwise you're gonna be hitting yourself thinking, what brush can I use? But when you buy brushes, you should try all of them. See which one you like better. And I'm just gonna put some white on the bottom here. There. There's my clouds, there's my bird, there's my, well, I gotta add the eyes to the bird. Blue on blue is just hard for anybody to see. But I'm going to concentrate on this feather here. If you have too much paint in your brush, wipe it off. Okay. There. Now I'm going to paint white or blue over the wing or over the tail. Because if you can't see it, paint it white and then paint it blue. Or you could just paint it white and keep it the way it is. There. That's my buddy, my bird. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy my paintings. Because I know I do. Actually, I'm going to add a shadow right here. Why not? That way by itself. There. Now add the same under the bunny. Because otherwise it won't look like it's laying or sitting on anything. It just will look free. There. Cool. Buddy actually turned out pretty good. I always make the buddy have a big face though. He always has a huge face. But that's okay. I always make his mouth. Well, that didn't work out very well. But yeah, that's the bunny. I put some white on the bottom of his tummy. There. I hope everybody enjoys my paintings, and I hope you subscribe. This is not. I can't. This is not really an Easter bunny. But you can have it as an Easter bunny if you want. That I painted. It's unique because it's different, and I don't know if bunnies are like that, but it's different. What I could do? Wait a minute. I'm gonna make this this paw go up here because it's it's on this side. So I gotta make it more looking like it's on this side. Now I can go down, down, down. Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict, but that's okay. And this one's gonna go over on this side, which that one's okay. It's just really hard to predict how it's standing, and but I got it right now, so it's not wasn't too bad. And the back feet are gonna be different. And this one's gonna be kind of actually this one might go out a little bit. There. Now, what I'm going to do instead of painting it, instead of just having the paws like that, I'm going to just put like claws. That's kind of like looking at the bird. Do you ever have that thing where you just are outside and looking at birds and looking at trees and looking at the but yeah, so that's my bunny, and I think let me see, I'm gonna do something else here. I'm using white paint on this. I'm trying to make it look more like a stump. And up here too. Try to keep it. There we go. Okay. Now it looks like a stump. Try to use up all white too. So that way I don't have to waste so much. Now, see. If you want to, you can go over your fur again if you want to. I might do. That's all part of painting is making mistakes. Sometimes I even make a mistake. It's like just do what you can to fix it. Can't fix it, just do what you can. And with any of my videos, if you guys ever, which they're pretty good dogs, they don't bark very often, so that's good. Not since I've been on video anyway, they haven't really barked. So yeah, first really hard to do. Just gotta kind of go real steady and real slow on your brush. Like that. I think I did pretty good there. Um, It's gonna be. See how I make the bird's wings? I kind of barely touch and flick like that. See? Pretty cool, huh? I like it. And I'm using a liner brush for it too. So, like I said, this liner brush works really well for stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes I don't use the liner brush too much, but I might start using it more because it does really well. My beautiful rabbit. Actually, I should make his face. Um, I might make his face a little bit bigger because okay, I mean, it's like doing surgery on an animal. Okay, this would be out like this. Okay, like that. That's better, huh? Now he has a nose. Make him a little nose right here. I love it when I'm unique. Makes me feel good when I'm unique. Not like any other person. I do my uniqueness. Yeah, but I guess he does pretty good with the nose like that. Now I'm just gonna fill this part in. I'm not even worried about his belly. I'm just gonna fill that part in. There. See how I corrected was? Because everything on an animal, everything is shape. You look just on the shape, you'll get it. There we go. Cute little bunny. I just love my paintings. It's so fun to do. It's how I paint. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna get until I do it, and it comes all from my imagination too. Desire to copy somebody else's painting. I get it all from my mind, imagination. It, doing it by imagination is very well, very good. That's how everybody should do it. Anyway, that's all I have for now. My canvas is pretty well full, so that's all I have for now. So I hope everybody has a good St. Patrick's Day and take care. Bye now.